What up, peeps? Bones back at you for day 7 of Echo's 80s challenge. And what we're going to talk about is another favorite of mine, RAD. (1986) RAD. Directed by Hal Needham, written by Sam Bernard and Jeffrey Edwards. Starring Bart Connor as Bart Taylor, Lori Loughlin as Christian, Bill Allen as Crew Jones, Talia Shire as Miss Jones, Laura Jacoby as Wesley Jones, Ray Walston as Bert Timmer, and Jack Weston as Duke Best. The story of one young man, Crew Jones, who has the intensity and desire to win a BMX race called Hell Track. When the movie comes on, we have the awesome opening credits of lots of professionals hired to do tricks, flatland and freestyle tricks to the tune of Break the Ice, which is an awesome song. This movie has 3 awesome songs in the soundtrack: Break the Ice, Thunder in Your Heart, and Send Me an Angel. RAD is a story of local town hero Crew Jones, who's just a kid who loves riding his BMX bicycle all over town with his friends Becky and Luke. It's all he does. Much like me when I was younger, always on my bike riding it to the store and wherever else all over town. When big businessman Duke Best comes into his town and tries to take over and debuts Hell Track in his town but doesn't want to let him race. He only wants to have big factory riders that ride for big companies like Coca-Cola and Mongoose and GT and whatever else. But Crew decides to pass on taking his SATs to try out for Hell Track, upsetting his mother, played by Talia Shire, who is Adrian in the Rocky movies. But she gets over it when she makes him promise to go back in 6 months or whatever to do his SATs after he's done with this race. Along the way, he meets Mongoose rider Christian, played by Lori Loughlin, and they have a cool bicycle dance in the middle of the school gymnasium during a dance. She sees him outside the school doing tricks and grabs her bike off the truck, goes inside and motions him in. Then they do this big old show to the tune of Send Me an Angel, which is a pretty cool and well-known and well-loved scene by many. Duke's golden boy is Bart Taylor, played by gymnast Bart Connor. Christian wasn't giving him no time of day, but she fell for Crew within an evening. They go ass sliding, which is a thing in this movie. Him and his friend's favorite pastime is sliding down a concrete waterway thingy, and they call it ass sliding. Well, anyway, Crew goes for Hell Track, and Duke throws everything in the book at him, playing the big baddie. He wins a qualifying race to qualify to go into Hell Track, and then he shows up the next day, and they're like, "Oh, I don't have you down on my notepad. Sorry, you have to be sponsored." So He almost gives up there. Then his little sister Wesley shows him a shirt she made him, and he says, "You're a genius." She's like, "I am." Then they go and make their own shirts that say RAD Racing for that to be his sponsor. Pretty much a made-up sponsor, but yeah. Then they decide to throw another wrench at him and say, "Oh, you have to be sponsored by a company that's made $54,000 in sales or some shit." So then he gets upset and gets ready to give up again. But then the townspeople rally together and start trying to gather up enough money for his entry. They was only able to raise like 600 or something. But this local guy, Burton Timmer, who is not a fan of all the bullying that Duke is doing, decided to put in the rest of the money and buy all of the RAD Racing shirts. So eventually, by the time it's time for the big hell track race, he's able to get in there and take part in the big race. And of course, you know, the good guys prevail. There is one part in the race where Bart stops under like a little bridge and waits for crew to catch up, because he's also not a fan of his employer, because he knows that the guy's an asshole and he's tired of working for him and tired of how he acts. He didn't let him win, but he let him catch up so he could have an even race and give the underdog a good shot, you know. But yeah, he does win, and at the end there's a funny part where his little sister Wesley says, "Hey crew, since we're official now, maybe we can give Bart a spot on the team." And then the end credits were treated to more professionals doing freestyle and flatland tricks to the tune of Thunder in Your Heart, which is my favorite song on the soundtrack. The main song is Send Me an Angel, but my favorite song of the three big songs is Thunder in Your Heart.
Taking a chance, risking it all for the thrill of the moment. Taking a stand, you ain't gonna fall, and you've always known it. They're dying to shake you, trying their best to break you, and all the going is rough. You're going home as a hero, 'cause there's thunder in your heart. Every move is like lightning. It's the power you feel when you get your taste of the glory.
This is an awesome movie, lots of fun, great underdog story, lots of cool BMXs, all the fucking cool ass brands, Mongoose, Haro, GT, CW, etc., etc. So if you like BMX and you like 80s and you like underdog stories and you just like a cool story, highly recommend this one. It's a favorite of mine and favorite among lots of BMX lovers. I have a hard time choosing between this one and BMX Bandits. I know most people prefer this one, but I also really love BMX Bandits. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for the fun 80s week, Echo. Peace.